Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he's taken down, but not before. He gets this across the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
Yellow. Check, 47. You gonna get this one? You think you gonna get this?
They run with Pumphrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Yellow. I go, little lady. 15. You better be ready.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Chiefs.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Pumphrey. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Yellow. On the lane. Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 50, plant. There's a party now. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike, 44. 65, 65. 65. Now.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Bang, 6-6, bullet high. Bang, bang. 44. Go.
On the ground, Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Topper, Topper. Hey, Alpha. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Yellow. 180. Ricky, Ricky.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they try the right side here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Attack, attack! 2, fellas, let's go! 56, the mark, boy, 56. Attack! Attack!
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the pass! Watch the pass!
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Down! 8, read! Watch the run, watch the run. Good shot, baby, that's a baby shot. Both the mic. Hey, Delta! Go, go, go! 44 is the mic, 44 is the mic. Check.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
44, Mike, 40, hey, exit.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 2nd and 8. 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 2
Here's 2nd and 8. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Ready up. 44 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Big ass, big ass, big ass. Protein spill. 44, Mike. Hey, wahoo. All day, baby, all day. Get it.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 28-yard line.
Yo, 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. 1:55 left to go in the 1st half of play. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check three.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
90 Wolf. Mike. Squeeze, double. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get off the field, please.
To throw on second down. Strong out to his left. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Strong. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Watch out for Hill on the return. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. 15. You got H3, 218. Chopper. Check 37. Hey, Ridley.
Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm scared. Whip. Watch the whip. X3, 218, chopper.
Back to throw. Strong out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go. 50, plant. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, high 7.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Mike, 50. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Strong. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy into the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
No. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check 15.
Looking to throw on second down. Strong. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Hey, Echo. Hit it.
On 1st and 10. Strong. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Hey, Charlie. Let's go. Shoot.
Back to the air on second down. Strong. And his throw is incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. Third down here. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Hey, 43, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquhoun now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They run it again with Kamara. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Check.
Hey, team 6.
Mike spoke both.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st down, Strong. And this is caught for the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Bravo.
Looking to throw. Strong. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Mike spoke both. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike.
Ready?
2nd and 4. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw. Strong. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far.
They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Mahomes on target here to Hardman. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64, weak. Smoke.
Throwing on first down. Strong. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Now the ball comes loose, but fortunately the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Strong. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, it's Williams. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they will take a knee here.
Mahomes on the keeper. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. Third and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heat.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Chiefs, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back out.